Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. This is my first YouTube video channel and my first ever review, and today we're going to be talking about the Theragun Pro. This is a gift I received on Christmas. I've had a few days to use it, and today I'm going to let you know what I think of it and is it worth $600. The Theragun Pro is manufactured by a company called Therabody. The Theragun Pro, this one right here, is a 4th generation device. This is their top of the line model. Therabody does offer 3 other models that are below this one, but this one is the one we're going to review today, Theragun Pro. Let's first talk about what comes in the box. The Theragun Pro is manufactured by Therabody and is a 4th generation percussive therapy, did I say that right? Professional grade device used by athletes all around the world and professionals in the therapy, massage therapy industry, and athletic trainers, you name it, it's used by everyone. Now, I'm no professional athlete. However, I do still love to go to the gym. I still play sports. I am a hockey goaltender, so very hard on the body. And oftentimes when I wake up in the morning now, the older I get, the more it hurts. So I've been eyeballing this product for quite some time. But the only thing holding me back was the $600 price tag on the product. Now, I did receive this device for Christmas, thankfully, from someone who knew I probably wouldn't buy it myself. I've had a couple days to use it, and I had the results, and I'm going to let you know what I think about it. First and foremost, let's talk about what comes in the box. As you can see, the Theragun itself, but we will get to that part later. The box itself is a hard case and very protective of the Theragun Pro device itself. I do really like that. If you ever find yourself traveling with a device or using this in a clinical setting where it may be moved or have the opportunity of being knocked down, this case is extremely protective, very nice feature. Now, it did take me quite some time to find both of the batteries, and if you pull back the foam here, you will find that there is another compartment. Very thick foam. I would say this foam is about 1.5 inches thick, just to tell you how protected that device is in the case. So usually when I have this, it is in the case 95% of the time. You never know when something's going to get dropped, when it might get wet. So just for safety, I leave it in the case. Now, in the case here in this compartment, you will see that there are 2 batteries that come with it. They do not come in the device, so you will have to search back here behind this compartment to find them. And then additionally with that, you get the quick start guide that will help guide you through getting the device started and getting you on your way to a great massage. Okay, now let's talk about the attachments. All the attachments come in this little bag here. Unfortunately, they do not fit inside of the hard case, which that is something that I hope that they can change for the next generation. So unfortunately, I can see this being an easy item to lose. Now, the attachments themselves, there are 6 that come with it. There is one that comes on the device when you pull it out of the package, and the remainder are inside of the bag. I will start with my favorites and work my way to the ones that are my least favorite. This right here is the super soft attachment, which is new for this generation. This right here comes with a plastic case on the end of it, and when you pull it off, this feels a lot like a foam mattress. Very soft. I enjoy using this, especially after hard workouts. You're very sore after. And if you have sensitive muscles or sensitive areas on your body, this is definitely the attachment to use for that. The device is very intense when you first use it, so this is something I found myself using quite a bit until I got used to the device. The next one here is called the dampener. This one is the other one that I use as a standard attachment very often. This is one that I use before workouts as a warm-up very often. This one does have a bit of a softer feel to it. It is still a very firm foam, but it does have a little bit more give to it compared to the others. This here is the standard ball. This one is much stiffer than the dampener. This is the standard attachment that comes on the device when it first comes out of the box and is meant to be used all over the body for various muscle groups. Next is the thumb. This is built and made for smaller muscle groups on the body. I do use this one on occasion. However, that one mainly stays in the case. These other 2 here are the ones I have not used as much, the wedge and the cone tool. The cone tool, I will say I am afraid to use that on my body as it looks very intense. The wedge attachment is made for scraping and used on muscles such as the IT band and other parts of the area and the shoulder blades. Next, let's talk charging. The standard charger that comes with the Theragun Pro is a standard plug-in-the-wall stand-up charger. What I mean by stand-up charger is the battery comes out of the device and simply slides into the stand-up charger. Now again, I said this is the stand-up charger, and there is a wireless option that you can purchase separately that does not come with this, where the entire Theragun Pro device sits inside of it and it charges the battery directly from there. Now, having two batteries is very convenient for any professionals, athletic trainers who have quite a few clients coming through their doors. That way they always have a charged battery. One thing I want to mention is the battery life. Now, it takes usually just over an hour to charge a battery from completely dead to full. As far as how long the battery lasts, that just depends on how hard you're using it. The more force you place on the head of the device, the quicker the battery dies. I've found that the battery for me tends to last between 30 and 45 minutes of use. All right, let's talk about the device itself, the Theragun Pro 4th generation. Now, I love the design of this device. It has 3 handles on it to help make sure that you can reach every part of your body. That's a great feature. I tend to use all 3 handles just depending on what part of the body I'm using. I'm able to easily get my rear delts, my back, all parts of my legs, the full body without needing any assistance from anyone. A couple features of the Theragun Pro that you will not find on their lower level models, one of them has to do with the adjustable head. This is a great feature that I really like to use. It is as simple as pressing a button here, and you have different adjustments with the head. It has full range of motion, and you can click it into place, and again, it's a very secure lock into place. I really like that. Very well built, very well thought out and designed as well. On the face, there is a screen here which comes in great handy when you're using this. There's a button here in the center which turns the device on, off, and also pauses and starts it. Now, there are 4 arrows around that button. The left and right arrows can toggle between different programs that you can preset on here. Then the up and down buttons go up and down between the different speeds and stroke levels that the device offers. The minimum or lowest stroke level that you can go is 1750 strokes per minute, while the highest is 2400 strokes per minute. Another cool feature built into the screen and into the device itself is a pressure force meter. Now, the harder you press on the head of the device itself, there is a reading here in the form of a bar chart that shows you how much force you're applying to the head. This comes really great and handy when you start working with the app, which we will get into later. But if you don't have the app and you're just using the device itself, it comes with the pressure reading. That way you can keep constant pressure or consistent pressure on whatever areas you're targeting. Now, only recently have I downloaded the application and started using it with the device. It is actually very useful. I've found it great, especially if you're a beginner and have never used this before. You can go in there, find different programs, warm-ups, recoveries for whatever part of the body you want to use it on. It will go through a design program based on what you choose. And it actually connects to the device via Bluetooth, and it can actually control the device from your phone. So if you, for instance, click on a recovery for your legs after a hard leg day, it will actually pull up on the screen, tell you where to use the device itself, how much pressure to use, and it will automatically set the strokes per minute on the device without having to make any adjustments on the screen. Another cool thing is it syncs in with the force meter on the device, and it will show you how much force you are using on it through your phone, but it will specify the range that it wants you to stay in for that particular body part, whether it's recovery or warm-ups. It will change, and that is a really cool feature that I like. But the Theragun Pro has its downsides also. I found out the hard way on Christmas Day when I got the device itself. Everybody ate a huge meal on Christmas Day, and I had this thing. I was super excited to open it up, take it out of the box, and use it. After we all ate, everyone was taking a nap in the living room. I thought, why not use it? Perfect time, right? I took it out, started it up, and it woke up everyone in the living room. It is not something that is quiet. I don't recommend using it if you have a child that is napping and you don't want to wake them up to them screaming. I suggest not using it when you need to have peace and quiet in the room. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn it on. That way you can hear just how loud it sounds. Now I do have a microphone, so it might exaggerate the sound slightly. However, during this time I will be talking through the different levels. That way you can hear my voice paired alongside how loud the device sounds. Now I will say that past models of this pro level professional grade device from Theragun have been said to have been more loud or louder than this, which is hard to believe. I do know that there are competitors to this that are quieter, that might be on the same level. But let me go ahead and run through how this thing sounds at the different levels. All right, I'm gonna turn it on at high setting, 2,400 strokes per minute. That way you can hear how that sounds. What do you think? This is how 2,400 strokes per minute on the device sounds. Now if you use it on your body, here I am talking, how does it sound? Now let's bump that down to 1,750 strokes per minute. Working our way down, 1,900, 1,750. This is the lowest stroke setting on the Theragun Pro. What do you think? So, what are my final thoughts on using the Theragun Pro? Is it worth the $600 hefty price tag that comes along with it? In my opinion, no. There are so many other things that I could use $600 to purchase. The new PlayStation 5 Pro model is less expensive than this thing, and look how much that does. In my honest opinion, this is made for professional users who might see a return on investment from purchasing one of these, or an elite athlete. For someone like me, do I need something like this? No. Am I happy I received it as a gift? Absolutely. I use it every single day, before my workouts, after my workouts, and everything in between. It's great. It helps a little bit with my shoulder pain, but I haven't really used it long enough to determine if that's a long-term thing or all mental. I quite honestly can't tell you. But do I think it's worth spending the money on? I don't. I don't see the value in $600 here. I think I could go to Home Depot and buy a cordless device and put a foam end on the end of it, and I'd be all set for 50 bucks. But I'm probably exaggerating. It's a very well-built product. I do like it. It's really up to you if you see the value in purchasing this. Everyone is different. Everyone has different needs. Everyone has different workout routines and activity levels and age, and maybe you have more pain. And this is something that could help you relieve some of that. Again, thanks everyone for watching this video. Be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. Again, this is my first YouTube video. I definitely appreciate your time, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Oh, that's good stuff. Oh, we're still recording. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks everyone.